Hello coders, welcome back to Tutorend and welcome back to this series Awesome React Components. So guys, in this series I am back again with another new component and very awesome component. This is called as the React tabs. Guys, this is very simple component to use, but it has lots of features and you can easily implement the tab feature inside your application with the help of this component. So guys, you can see the demo here. This is how this component will look after you implement in your application, and you can see here there are tabs, and some of them are disabled and some of them are enabled, and when you click on them then it is going to switch the content of this container. So guys, after that you can see here different type of tabs. There is a parent tab feature, and inside those parent there are also some tabs, and after that you can see the content of those tabs. So it is a two-layer tabs. So after that you can change the direction of this component. You can implement this with the help of this component, and let's see how you can do that. So for that I'm going to create a new React project, and if you want to use this inside your existing React project then you can do that too, but for now I'm going to create a new project inside the Codesandbox. And now we can install the React tabs inside this with the help of this command, that is npm I react tabs, or if you are using yarn then you can run this command. For now I'm going to copy this package name and add it to the dependency in the Codesandbox. It is working similarly as this npm install React tabs, so don't be confused with that. And now it is installed in my application. So guys, now you can use this tab feature inside your application very easily, and here is the demo code. It is very similar to the table tag inside the HTML. For example, in the table you create the table, and inside that you give the table headings, and after that the table data and content. Similarly, you can create a tab container here. Inside that you can create the headings or titles of those tabs and data for those tabs with the help of tab panel. And to use this inside application we have to import all these 4 components from these React tabs by copying this code from here, and I'm going to paste the code here to import all of those components from the React tabs, that are tab, tabs, tab list and tab panel. In order to use these tabs, first of all we have to write a container tab here, and we have to close this too, and inside this we have to create a tab list on the top with the help of tab list component, tab list, and we have to close this too. And inside this tab list we have to create headings of those tabs which we are going to show. So I'm going to write tab, and we have to close this too. So I'm going to write a heading here for example, let's name some country here. So for example SA. After that you can copy and paste this how many times you want the tabs to appear. So guys, this is showing like this because we haven't imported the CSS for this React tabs, so we also have to import the CSS for that, and this is the CSS file which we are going to import. So let's paste it here, and now it is going to create a tab here. So for example, you can see 2 buttons here, and I'm going to change it to India and Nepal. So now you can see these 3 countries heading on the top here, and now to render the content for these tags or headings we have to write tab panel. So guys, you have to write tabs, not tab here. The parent container is going to be the tabs, and this heading container is going to be the tab. So after that you can write the content for those tags or headings which is going to appear on the bottom of these tags or headings. So for example, let's write about the USA. Let's write it here. And guys, for each of these headings we have to create a separate tab panel, and guys, these tabs or headings is going to correspond to each of these tab panels. That means the heading which you write on the top or at the 0 index, it is going to show the first tab panel that is at the 0 index. So now we have to also write the content for these 2 countries, and you can see we can switch the tabs already. Now let's write another tab panel here, and we also have to close this. Now we can switch and see the content of the India separately. After that, so now you can see these 3 tabs or headings here, and after that you can click any of them, and this is going to correspond to each of these tab panels. So for example, if you move this India content to the last, then it is not going to show for the India, it is going to show for the Nepal. So let's move it back, and if I'm going to open this new tab, then you can see this is how it looks now. And now from the CSS you can style it however you want, but the functionality is already implemented for the tabs. And guys, this is how you implement these React tabs inside your application very quickly. But there are more to this, and now you can see here there are different types of customizations and props available in this component. For example, there are many callback functions which you can use to trigger any event in your application whenever we click on those tabs. So you can see one of those is the onSelect, and you can pass a function on this event. So let's try to use this. So I'm going to write onSelect, and I'm going to write a function here that is going to show a message in the console log. So message, and now we can write this function inside our application. So I'm going to write show message, and now let's check the console log inside the browser. So you can see the console log here. That means the event handler is working fine, and now we can run any type of function and any type of activities upon the change in these tabs. So that is the onSelect event, and after that you can see here there are many these types of events inside this component. For example, you can write this disable on any of the tabs so that they are going to be disabled and not going to show the content when you click on them. So let's try to write here on the second component, and now if you save this and try to click on this, then this is not going to work because it is disabled. And you can use this behavior whenever you want some data to be fetched from the backend, and till then you don't want to show that tab. And you can do that by just changing this disabled to false, and now it is going to be enabled again. And you can do this with the help of logic in your application. And guys, you can also pass class names inside this component and you style it however you want. So for example, I'm going to pass the class name country tab, and I'm going to style this with the help of CSS. Let's change the background of this component, for example to black and text color to white. Then you can see it is turned to the dark mode, and you can style it however you want with the help of this class now. So for example, in the full window you can see this is very long, and I want to constrain this inside of 400 width. Then I'm going to write max width 400 pixel, and the width of this component is going to be reduced to the 400 pixel. And we can also center this by passing margin to auto. So guys, that's how you can implement the React tabs in your application, and there are many types of customization available. You can explore them yourself, but if you want to see how you can implement these multi-level tabs, then you can see here there are tabs, and inside those tabs there are tab lists that are these two tabs, and inside that we have a tab panel, and in each tab panel we can nest these tabs again. So for example, let's just copy and show it. So we have this tabs list, and inside this we have the content or the tab panel. So I'm just going to copy this one more time and just paste inside this tab panel, and I'm going to paste this inside this first country. So now you can see in the first country we have multiple tabs available, and now we can change this content and tabs to anything else. So guys, that's how you can implement the multi-level tabs. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe this channel. Stay healthy, keep coding, keep watching Tutorend.